Haters are going to hate. They're gonna hate. Yeah. Jamie hates. He's a hater. Jamie, this video is for you. It's in response to your comment on one of my videos. Essentially, Jamie comments down on one of my videos. I think it's the one that is commenting on like a mild winter. The video about a mild winter and what, trucks are for sale. What does this mean? I go into kind of how I've kind of staged myself over the last, I guess, 7 years to try and position myself in a really good position for a coming winter. And he comments down below, because I disclose some of what I make for my rates and stuff, and he comments down below. He says, "This is a bunch of BS. I've been in business for 27 years. I've been talking to my buddies, and there's no way that you're making $13,000 and only using 3,000 pounds of salt." Jamie's in Pennsylvania. He has a Speedway that he services, as well as 5 Dunkin' Donuts, and he only charges out around $4,500 a night, whereas I charge out $13,000 and only use 3 ton, roughly. So let's go over some of the details, Jamie. First of all, the East and West Coast are completely different animals. I'll be the first to admit that, but there are some people out there that are charging absolute peanuts. And first, my response is, after 27 years, why are you looking for help for snow removal? The reason I'm doing these videos, honestly, is because I was just shaking my head at my competition over the years. And I never understood where the heck they were coming at with their rates. They didn't know how to value their business. And then with these groups over social media, you hear what some people are charging, and especially in the East Coast and Central America, they are charging absolute peanuts. The West Coast is a completely different animal. It probably always will be more for snow removal and salting than anywhere else in North America. I'm quite confident of that. Why? Because we're in a rainforest. That's why. So first off, it is completely different climates. The further east you go, central, north, the more people are accustomed to snow and compact snow being on the ground. So it is not something that people are accustomed to in the West Coast. They expect it to be bare pavement for the most part. So going into this, what did you say? You said you had I got some notes here that I'm looking at because I can't remember what he said. He's got a Speedway and 5 Dunkin' Donuts, and he charges $4,500 a night to salt. So at first I have to say that it doesn't sound like you're one of the cheap guys, but then I kind of started thinking about it, and a Speedway, I mean, I know how you American folks are crazy about motorsports. I'm a gearhead guy myself. I like motorsports as well. A Speedway, I don't know how big this Speedway is. I'm assuming it's not a NASCAR track, but if it was, I think you're ridiculously low. But if it's just like a quarter-mile circle track, I still think there's potential that you're going to be low. There's a lot of variables to your contract and your servicing. Are you actually servicing whenever you want to, or are you only on call for that? Because I can't really see if it's the winter and they're going to be closed the majority of the time only for certain events. I can't see you really plowing on a Wednesday when the event isn't till Sunday or Saturday. I just don't see that really happening. I could be wrong. I don't know, but that's just my opinion, is that you're probably not servicing that racetrack as much as, say, your Dunkin' Donuts. But I could be wrong. I don't really care, honestly. But you said you call BS. There's no way that I'm charging $13,000 for a salting route of using around 3 ton. So let's just dive into that a little bit. First of all, that is a salting route. That is not a post plow route. if we were to salt everything after a plow, we will use a lot more salt than a regular salting night. A regular salting night is when we are expecting cold temperatures where frost or ice could form. It is not calling for snow. It is not calling for a post-plow salting. So that's first off one caveat that I'm saying when I'm charging out $13,000 and I'm only using 3 yards of salt or 3 ton of salt. Same thing. Yeah, it's not a post-plow salting because you will use a lot more salt. So that's the first caveat. But I mean, I don't really have any other caveats other than that. So my invitation and my response to your comment was, I'll call you on it. Put your money where your mouth is, Jamie. Let's put 15 grand up and let's make a bet. You think it's BS? Okay, cool. You put down 15 grand, I'll put down 15 grand. I'll pay for your flight to come out here and I will show you all my sites. I will show you all my receipts for my salt. I will show you all my invoices that I'm charging out for. And I guess the only disclaimer that I'm gonna have is that A, both of our money is gonna be held by a third party. That way it is given to the correct person that it is owed to after I prove everything. And then B, sorry, someone's walking in the middle of the road there. B, it is kept confidential. This is only for you, Jamie. The reason is because I think $15,000 is cheap for me to disclose absolutely everything from my side of my business. In fact, I feel like if a competitor wanted to know how I did things, $15,000 is very cheap. So we would have to verify, Jamie, that you are the one that I'm meeting with and showing everything, and everything will be kept confidential. None of my information will be allowed to be given out or used for you of any kind. I will go out and say that when I prove you that I make and charge out $13,000 for around 3 yards of salt, I will donate your portion of the money to a charity. It will not be the easiest money that I've made. You know why? The easiest money that I make is a salting night. It's gonna take a lot more time and a lot more of my energy to prove to you that what I'm saying is correct. So is this gonna go anywhere? No, it's not. Because you're not gonna have the balls to call me on it. And we're gonna have to get some sort of a contract between me and you written up. We'll use a notary if you want, a lawyer. We can probably use one of them to hold the money, but betting, unfortunately, is illegal in my country, in BC. So I don't know how we can word it to make it so that we can prove it, but I am all for it. So again, Jamie, you cough up the money. It's got to be in a holding account somewhere that both you and I will put the money into, and I will pay for your flight once I see that. You can come over here and I will show you everything. You still think it's BS, Jamie? Put your money where your mouth is.